Where are we going now?
Ashton, are we having fun?
Yes!
Annabelle, are we having fun?
Yes!
Par mesure de sécurité, nous vous prions d'ouvrir vos trappes d'aération et toits ouvrantes.
You can probably tell that I'm not actually in London because I'm actually in Netherlands with the family, and this is actually our family holiday. So I actually want to do a fun review of something that I think it sounds and look quite interesting. First, you may or may not heard of water droplet photography. Neither have I, because I have absolutely no idea when MIOPS sent me this pack, you know, and to have a look at it, you know, until I started googling it, what water droplet photography really is. And in fact, it's actually quite a technical and very unique niche photography that I found it quite interesting myself. Of course, you know, I don't have the kit or setup to do it, but MIOPS said that you don't need any of the very, you know, high-end setup, and all you need is just this pack. This is a very fun thing, so I thought it's a family holiday, I should do something fun. So I involved the kids as well yesterday when I was you know, trying to mess around with this, you know, trying to see what sort of thing I could get from it. So I opened the box and found out, just looked at everything, including the instructions, and just to make sure that, you know, I have everything set up properly. And I discovered that the box that they sent me is without the camera sync cable, which is a very important thing, because without a camera sync cable, I cannot sync the shutter with the droplet itself. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but lucky the Olympus has the Pro Capture, so that will allow me to do, you know, the very fast action shots, you know, so that will require a superhuman being reflexes, which I don't have, but lucky the camera has it. So that's cool. But unfortunately, that still only alleviate part of the problem, because, you know, you're supposed to sync your flash to freeze the moment, so you can actually use the lower ISO and also much higher number F numbers, so you can stop it all the way down to get the crisp shots for the water droplet itself. So I don't have that luxury, but Pro Capture does allow me to demonstrate what you can actually capture. So yesterday night, I to fill up the water bowl with the kids. We set up everything, put the thing on the tripod, you know, the water droplet, this is the thing itself. So we did some tests on it, and I was actually quite shocked how fun it was, and what sort of you know, initial effects I could get from water droplet. It really was actually quite fun. What's the benefits of this splash kit? Well, this is it. All you need is just one unit to do everything. You know, when I Google about water droplet photography, I actually saw other photographers using very difficult or complex setup just to do water droplet photography, while this is everything in this little box here, which is actually quite cool, because you know, these things just allow you to control everything. Once you downloaded the app, you know, and then it will allow you to control up to 4 drops, and the volumes of each droplet itself, and the delay between each droplet, which is very, very fun. You have to explore it, a little bit. It's very hard for me to explain, but it's all something to do with gravity and also the volume dropping into the water, how high it bounces, how high you set this up, and it's a lot of things you can actually play around with. But even with no experience, in water droplet photography, I have no problem actually set things up and get some decent shots, which I think would probably need some years to practice. And so this is how easy this is. So I actually find it quite good. In terms of build quality, I have not much to complain about it, apart from that it's all plastic made. There are some metal brackets somewhere here and there, and then some screws. The only thing I would complain about is this little bracket here. This phone holder thing is absolutely horrendous. It's not made for this. I know it does hold it in place, but it's really loose. I actually dropped this thing a few times because this clamp is just horrible. Look. It will drop like this. I'm not joking. This thing does not hold it. In fact, if you look closely, what this is actually one of those very cheapo selfie stick smartphone holder. So no. If you want to spend a little bit of money, this is not expensive, but still, you want to make this work and make it more presentable. You need something that is made for the thing, which holds it in place. Apart from that, though, the actual metal arm that holds this in place is very solid. This thing really is really solid. I actually think this is the best part in terms of build quality for the entire kit. So this is the only downside I would complain about. If they can improve on this would be perfect. Having said that, I do think this is really fun, and would I recommend it? Of course I would. This is really interesting in terms of water droplet photography. And if you're not a professional, if you want to just have a play around with it, have some fun with the kids, just have some cool shots, or you can just start to explore, this is the cheapest and the most effective solution you can get on the market, and without having to spend a fortune or experiment, take years to experiment and to get the right stuff. This is cool because the app will allow you to do all the finite control of everything. Like I mentioned, because I haven't got the camera sync cables, I cannot actually do the entire flash sync setup with the camera. That will give me the optimal results. So I have to rely on the Pro Capture, shot everything in natural light. Of course, I'm actually shooting outdoor here as well, so I got a little bit interference from the actual air current. So it will, you may not feel it, but a little bit of air current can actually change the direction of the droplet a little bit, so that will affect the ultimate result as well. So you're supposed to do this indoor, and then but inside is quite dark, so I actually cannot control the or I have to crank up the ISO, and also it's difficult, let's put it that way. So outdoor is a lot easier, but still, I couldn't get enough depth of field to actually show everything very crispy and nice and sharp. I can freeze it, but that's all about it. But as demonstrated, you can see the results and see what sort of thing you could actually potentially get. It's very interesting, so I would definitely recommend it. I will put the link down in the description for you to check out the MIOPS Splash. I still need to pronounce this properly. Hopefully I pronounced it correctly. It's MIOPS water splash kit, down in the description, so you can check them out, and you can pre-order them, or you can order them from their website as well. So yeah, it is pretty good. I really enjoyed reviewing this. I was wishing that I have more time with this. I have to send this back to them, and I'm hoping next time if they do send it to me, I will have the cable so I can do the proper setup and do some proper photos. I would like to actually show you guys some really cool water droplet photography, because that will be my achievement, because I've never done one before. But as far as I can tell, even from that sort of demonstration that I did with just using the Olympus Pro Capture, it still managed to get some really decent shots. Half decent. It's not too sharp, but I really enjoy that. It's really interesting. So there you go. Check them out and see what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video you just saw, and remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification by clicking that bell button to stay tuned for more. So until next time, I'll see you then. Bye! Seriously, this thing, it just doesn't hold, doesn't it? It doesn't even hold my phone properly. Look at that. Actually, you know what? I could use this as a selfie stick.